What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Cyberhero channel, making League of Legends better, one summoner at a time. And in today's video, we're going to go over how not to tilt in League of Legends. Now, tilt is when you get either mad or upset that the game isn't going your way, or maybe you got a, you could win 0-6, or you got a top lane that goes 0-6, or you got a really fed dude on the other team for some reason. You're getting out farmed, so you can't fight back, playing into a losing matchup. It's when you get mad that something isn't going your way and you start to think this game is hopeless, there's no way to come back, and you don't know what to do. But in reality, every game, to some extent, is winnable. And I'm going to go over how you can see how it's winnable, how to make sure you always stay in a calm mindset, and what to do if you get behind and start to tilt. So, let's go over with how is every game winnable? Well, every champion has a weakness, right? And some weaknesses are items. So sometimes you just have to build a Grievous or the new item Athena's Chains, or Hullbreaker if you want to just, split push. Or maybe you just need to build, more damage. You're just behind, so you need to farm the side lanes because not a lot of people do that, and there's a lot of CS down there for you. Little things like that help you get back in the game, Use the CC that, you're provided and start, plugging and playing. Or maybe you need to sell your mythic and get a different one that counters. Whatever bits and pieces that actually plug and play are, use those to your advantage because everyone has them, but not everyone uses them. And with that being said, if it's just an item difference or an outscaling champion, just build the item that counters them. That's all you really have to do. Or you just have to outplay them. So maybe come from behind on them. Or 5-on-1 them and take them out of a fight. If they're fed, they're going to have like a 40-second timer. You'll be able to wipe out the rest of the team if that's the only carry. Big bits and pieces, man. That's kind of all you have to do to get back into a game. Next, what to do if you're tilting. Now, tilts is when you're getting mad and stuff, but not a lot of people cover how to, not let that happen. What I usually do is just say, I take a breath, I calm down, and I start to think, okay, what can I do right now in my current situation in lane to make sure that this doesn't get more out of hand? This goes back to stopping the bleeding. So you want to stop that bleeding of the fed 6-0 Akali, or the fed 8-0 Katarina, or the 6-1 Yasuo. You want to stop that. So what I start doing is I stop caring about the laning partner, and I start caring about the fed guy. So whoever's fed on the enemy team, I go, alright, so what counters them and anyone who might scale and my laner? So I'm thinking of, alright, let's stop them, let's stop him, and let's stop them. I'm thinking in general, I build items against the team, not against my laning partner. And that will usually help stop the bleeding once you get into team fights. For instance, I main Rell, so I know, okay, I have a whole bunch of CC. And if they push through the jungle and I team up with, let's say there's a Misfortune on my team. I jump the wall, I stun them, I use my ultimate that pulls them all in. Misfortune can R them and kill them all. Bam, we just got 5 shutdowns. They're dead. And we just got, 2,000 gold, and we just got Dragon for that. So, you're back in that. And while on the topic of gold, let's think about it this way. They might be fed, but how many turrets do they have? Each turret gives just about 1,000 gold per kill of the turret. So let's say you have one turret, or they have one turret, and you have 5 turrets. You're leading in gold. It may not look like you're leading the game, but in reality, you're leading that gold lead. So therefore, you actually have more gold. You just have to utilize it more of the champions that have it. So let's say you have a split pushing Yorick that has got 4 turrets to his name. Let's bring him into a fight because he's probably got Divine Cinder, Frozen Heart, Athena's Chains. Throw in that fight, let him frontline. He's probably got so much tankiness to him that you don't have to worry about oh crap, is they just going to one-shot us? Because if you get tanky enough, they won't do anything. And so my last point in this video is going to be what to do if you start tilting. Starting to tilt, what I would do, again, take a deep breath, realize the situation, see what you can do, maybe grab a stress ball and just, play the game. Play the game like it just started, nothing's happened, and don't get mad at teammates for not doing good. Because maybe they had to leave to go close their windows or let their dog outside. You don't know what the situation is. But unless they're actively trying to ruin your game, don't get mad at them, because it just makes the situation worse. What I usually do is say, hey, what can we do to, help get the game back on track? Let's build Grievous. Let's fight for Drag. Let's try to get Baron. Little small objectives that might get you back into it. Let's, split push 2 lanes, swap roles. Maybe you gotta take your 0-6 self top lane and you take the top laner down to your lane. You might swap the rollout that might be doing well. Because if you got a top laner, they're going to be able to destroy any squishy targets. So, take advantage of that. And with that, guys, that's all I have today about how not to tilt in League of Legends. If you like this, leave a comment, subscribe for the algorithm. It helps a lot. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload, hit that bell. Peace.